Hello, good afternoon. Hello. How are you, my friends? I see some of you here with me already. Thanks so much for being uh taking some time to, stop by and talk with me and see and celebrate with me, right? Today is day of a celebration. I have a lot of memories and projects to show. Maybe you can inspire you. And let's see. I see in the comments we have some snow. We also have snow here, King. Marcia is just begging that she's going in walk in shorts and tank top. Oh my goodness. Well, we need a lot of coats now. It's very cold here in Michigan. So welcome to this afternoon. Let's have some fun time. Oh yes, I see King. Hi Edna, so good to see you here. Marsha, Betsy is here with us. Hi Erika, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, so let's see if anyone from Facebook is here. Can you see me well? Is there anyone on Facebook? Just say hello in the comments so I can, understand if you are seeing, hearing well. In the beginning, we need to understand if everything is going right. So today we are here to celebrate 7 years that I published the book Cartonnage Basics and Beyond, right? The complete art of box making, fabric box making. And I will show something here about the book, some projects. Let's share. If you know the book, if you have used the book, I would love to hear from you as well. So let's see. Hi, Marlene. Yes, on Facebook is all right as well. Hello, Deborah. Debbie's there as well. Thank you. Thank you. So hey, Mary. Yes. So I hope you have, a good time here with us. Let's be present. Let's, just have fun together and enjoy maybe 1 hour or what, talking about fabric boxes, how the book came to life, and most important, what happened after the book was published, right? Because I do believe that this wonderful community that we have now is part of this is also because of the book, because the book could reach, more people and share a little bit more about what this technique is about, right? So it's not just that it helped us in the cartonnage technique, but before doing that, it helped me so much. And I want to share a few details of that as well. Hey, Edna had the book, have the book. Deborah, I have the book, and my first project was the treasure box. Oh, good. How great to celebrate such a wonderful achievement, Shayla. Yes, thank you. Oh, Jen is here with us as well. Great to see you. Yeah, so I also have more like towards the end of the life, I have something unique here to share. Okay, it's a surprise, something for next year. And I'm not done yet, but I want to show a little bit of what I have been working in the past weeks, let's say, okay? Because I really want to have this project mostly done before I go at the end of the year. I go visit family in Brazil, so I want to be ready before that. So I'm almost there, but I want to show a little bit so you can be prepared in case next year you want to join us for some adventure gluing fabric. Okay, very good. So nice, so nice. Okay, so let's get started. And first, let me share again, right? So this is the book that we are celebrating, the 7 years that was published. Okay, and I want, even though I sent by email a link for my blog post that we just wrote with some pictures and some behind the scenes, there's something else, a behind the scenes, even before what I wrote there, that I want to share now, because I found another book here at home that helped me to realize that I really needed at that point, like 7 years ago, to have something more, because I was struggling to find instructions, and not just instructions. I was struggling, like how to say, to even put words into the technique itself, the method itself, because I'm not a native speaking English speaker, so 7 years ago I was here just for 5 or 6 years, and so lots of the the terms, or even before, when I went to the for my first classes in 2014, which was 10 years ago, I didn't know how to how to say how to fold the fabric and cut the corners, all those things that I learned with you, my students, in classes. And when you help me with some words, then I can, oh, this is that. And then I go and can learn, right? And then go from there. So that's super incredible, important. Hey, Cindy. Hi, Donna. Good to see you as well. Yes. So before I wrote this book, was very hard, to find something in English that I could, at least when I came here and start looking for wording, as I said, to put in my instructions, because I started this like making projects in 2014, 13, 14. And I said, okay, maybe let's search in some books, right? I was born in Brazil. My mom used to be a Portuguese teacher, would be like an English teacher, language teacher here. So my house was full of books every time. Like my house here is full of books. I love books. I have so many, and I really enjoy reading. So the first place I tried to find something was through books, and I couldn't find. Actually, I found one book in English on that time, and I bought it. But of course, at that point, I didn't understand well at that point that I was making cartonnage and making boxes in a way that wasn't, the traditional French method. I didn't know that very clear at that point. So when I found a book, and I have it here, and I'll show you. So this book is called, let me even share here my book. So this book here, it's called The Cartonnage Kit. It's from, what I can understand, this book is from London, I think. Heather, look, okay, and this is, so when I got this book, there's a lot of projects. I was so excited, so excited. Wow, now I can find words and all those things. Then when I started looking what she was doing, okay, to make the boxes, I realized that she was doing the French method, different than me. Because, the cartonnage I'm doing is the Brazilian variation. So when we build our boxes, we have the pieces, we cover with the fabric and put together, and then we build the box. That's the Brazilian variation. In the original French cartonnage, they build the box just with the cardboard. Then they start, folding around. So the book wasn't very useful, so to speak, for me, because it was completely different technique. So I still didn't know how to talk about corners and all those things. So I started looking at book binding way, because, there's a lot of people that make books that loves to make boxes as well, what they call traditional box making in the book binding world. So I started looking at those instructions, and I also wasn't what I was looking for, because everything was very similar with French method, which was different what I was doing. So I didn't have words to put there. So I said, okay, so if I want to keep sharing this, maybe one day I'll have to put this in a book, because that will be easy. And so that was actually the beginning of the idea, because I struggled to find more options. I had a lot of books I could bind a lot, no, but maybe 4 or 5 French books, cartonnage books in French. And so the rest, is story. So I said, okay, let's see, I have to do it. And then I started teaching, and making more and more of my projects and instructions and all those things. And my students like how I was putting like all the pictures, no steps missing, because that's also an experience that I had. So what happened, when I purchased my first cartonnage kit from someone else, and I started putting the kits together to make the box from someone from Brazil. The person came from the first picture to like 10 steps and then another picture, and I was, what should I do? I was so like, I said, no, if I will ever make an instruction for something, or if I ever make a book, it will be all instructions, all pictures step by step, because I really hate to have to guess anything. So that was actually the base of my idea to create the book. So let's see who else is here with us. Hi, Penny. Good to see you. 22 degrees. Oh my goodness, Penny, that's cold. Hey, from California, Mimi ordered book 2 days ago. Wow, that's good to see this. Elizabeth, congrats. Oh, thank you. Molly's here with us as well from Indiana. Joyce from Florida. Oh, that's good. Delaware. Seems like yesterday. Yes, Joyce. Yes, it was like 2 days ago and 7 years went by. That's crazy. Hey, Dorothy, good to see you as well. And Cindy and Patty. Oh, so wonderful. Thank you so much for being here with me. So, with the continuation of the story, right? So I was in this situation, like I wanted to put my pictures, all my pictures, and so how would I do that, right? So I know that I knew, like from some research, that if I would find a publisher, like to publish my book, they wouldn't like to have as many pictures as I want to put in the book, because I wanted pictures step by step. So if you know, have this book, I don't know, maybe you don't saw it yet. So here's my book, Cartonnage Basics and Beyond, right? So all the pictures are right here. The tutorials, you see, we have pictures step by step. So if you go and count, we have way more than 700 pictures in this. So all those, the page like of the book is not like a cheap paper, it's something like more like quality, and you see a lot of pictures. So that would be very expensive to print a book like that, right? So I knew from the day one that I wouldn't find a company that would like print a book like this because of the price and all those things. So so glad that there is idea of self-publishing books, and so that's what I went by. I found one company that did the self-publishing. So the book was exactly what I wanted. No one need to, to said you can't do that or you have to do that. No, I did exactly what as my instructions were like, and then that's how the book went and happened. So that has like 7 years. I know, first of all, I have to apologize. I know there's a ton maybe of grammar mistakes in this book, but I mean, I also was in a point that do I publish this book, or I spend like more years, with someone, reading and proofing and organizing, doing that. I didn't have money at that time, really didn't, and didn't want to spend more time waiting for that, because that was when I was decided to do, and I put all my energy during that. So I really did a correction the simple way I could at that point. I asked someone to review, but very quickly, and I did that as well. And I said, well, if they are understanding my instructions for the kids, they're going to understand these instructions as well. So I know there are some reviews, especially in Amazon, saying that it's trash, that's so bad, but once I see the idea of this book is not, teach English, it's to teach how to make boxes. And I know it works very well, right? So this is something that makes me very happy, right? More than that, I wanted at that point. Oh, let's see, we have more people here. Hi, Sarah, Paula, Lucily, how are you? Laura, Josie, how are you? At least 2 years ago. Yes. So is in the idea that I wanted for this book, that's what I want to explain now, how it was this idea. So for example, if you pick any other book of like cartonnage, for example, not only cartonnage, if you pick a book that is teaching you to do a technique, right? And if you want to put a lot of projects in this book, let's say those cartonnage projects, some books have 10, 15, 20 projects in one book, right? Then you can do what I just saw that I wanted to have all the pictures. So if you have a lot of projects, you have to share like 2 or 3 pictures, something written, And the person reading really needs to guess, right? To guess or to understand very well what is this technique already, so then they can follow along. That again wasn't what I wanted to do, because cartonnage here in US at that point were not very spread around, or just a few teachers here and there teaching local classes, French method. So that was not what I wanted to do. In my idea also, because the day I discover how to transform a box, a normal box, into a box with drawer, with lid, with tray, how to add details to a box. That really changed my eyes in this, when I really loved the idea of box making. And so I said, that's what I want to do. So in my book, hi, Renee. Hello, Sarah. Hi, Ling. So in this book right here, what you have is not a ton of projects, okay? So what we have in all details is how to make this simple box, okay? I have them here and I will show in a minute, okay? So, but in book we have this simple box. We have the box open with the divisions, just the box, the same box with divisions with the tray and lid, and the box with the hidden compartment, the hidden drawer, okay? And I really regret, I have to tell you this as well, I really regret having put the name hidden drawer to this project, because now I kept using hidden, because now the pieces are hidden and that one is not as hidden, but I mean, that's okay. So let me show here this project, that this idea that I told you that I really like so much, which is picking one box and doing something else, right? To turn into something different. So the first project that we have there is how to make a box, a simple box, right? So the idea wasn't to include this in the book, but then I noticed that will be easier to explain in little pieces. So after the other projects, I relate to the first, pages where I show how to do this box when I, showing the other. So this is the first one, the single box. And then we have the other box, which is just a box with divisions. So that's the box that I decided, this size of box. So the first one just have divisions. And in this case here, look, another thing that I loved in the book, I invited my friends, where are their pictures. So here's my family at that point, right? And I invited Sherry Jones, which is embroidery designer, and she does wonderful cross stitches, designs, and patterns, a lot of things. And Lynn Hodge, which is our friend from Indiana, who is a fiber artist and loves teachers, loves painting and all those things. So Sherry, she helped us with designs for cross stitch. So we had here the little design in the book, okay, and made exactly to fit this needle pincushion. And there's another one that fits here, not in this box, but in the box of the book we have. And we also have we do have a chapter here with the embroideries, right? So there's this part with the embroideries, and all the patterns. And we also show how to do it, how to apply to the boxes. And then after this, we have the chapter where Lynn Hodge was sharing something about painting. And then we have here also the materials and how she was, doing that and transforming some fabrics. And then from there, we went and make also something. So that's also some differences in this part of the book, right? So this is the first project. So the idea now is, okay, so now this same dimension, exactly the same box, how can I just put a lid on that, put dividers as well, and make a tray and something, and transform into a box with lid. So that's the second project of the book. That is what I usually call more like the main project, because this is the most popular, so to speak. So it can be a jewelry box, it can be, a lot of treasure things. You can even put a mirror here. So we do have a tray right? And here also are the dividers. So exactly what I mean when I say it's the same box is exactly the same box. Let me remove this pin cushion from here. So the box itself is exactly the same size, okay? I just used the same dimensions and kept using adding things. So here we have a tray. So the book shows exactly how to do everything, and then start adding hardware, how to put the ribbon here to keep the door open and all those things. So that is the treasure chest. That is the main project, so to speak, right, of the book. And then after that, I said, that's good. So now how about we go even further? And then under, that was the idea. So holding the same box, now instead of just having the lid, I decided to put something else on the bottom of this box and do everything around. And that's when then was born the treasure chest with what I call the hidden drawer. But well, that's it, right? So now we had hardware, more hardware, right? A handle, a lid that goes all around. And then I open right here on the top. I also have the tray. And inside, it can have the divisions. I don't know why this one doesn't have, but it can have. So the tray now is a long, full size, right? And here we do have the drawer. So, okay. So once I open, it's not as hidden as well, but that's okay, right? So that is the biggest project of the book. So let me know in the comments, did someone here made this already? Let me know in the comments if you made this. This is so great for, also for jewelry, for sewing supplies, for so many things. And there's also, how to put the ribbon, which is a big gymnastic here, but it happens. So those are the projects, the main projects, right, of this book. And so I'm very glad with that, because we really started creating this community around and having all those things. So we do have do-it-yourself kits for this. I made that box, good. Perfect, Molly, so good to hear. So we do have do-it-yourself kits, but the book also has all the dimensions. So if a person wants to start from the scratch and cutting all the pieces, I definitely recommend you to go with the centimeters, okay? Because that's something that I also kind of regret from that point, because on the 2017, I wasn't really with the confidence I am now to say that let's use only centimeters. That will, facilitate our work so much. At that point, I put the inches. It was so crazy to design that way. And so I would say, if you have the book and you're going to start from the scratch, use the centimeters, because it will be much easier for you to have, precision and make it exactly the size and way that I decided to go, right? Very good. So that was the kind of the story, right, of this box. Now I have two here, very old, that I think I never share, that I want to show you. That was before the book, when I was like testing and trying. Okay, I know you guys like sometimes to see my old projects. And then there's some other projects that are inspired in this one, those from the book, right? So this, I believe I have the two ones here. This one we found this weekend inside one of my shelves here, because I was using with stuff from my cameras. It's a very old box. You can see here on the side that even the lid doesn't go well one with another, okay? They go on top of another. But at that point, that was really one of the first projects I have made. So, but look at that. I didn't have hardware at that point, adequate, let's say, it was proper. So what I did here, I think it's rivets. But, well, I figured a way to put leather and a knob. So that's how the box closes, okay? But I really like this fabric as well. And it's a different dimension of project, okay? And also has here a lid drawer. So that was basically not the first, but one of the first. And then another one, I didn't have hardware. So this is something that you use in drawers, right? And here, look at that, how really didn't have the breads that are used now. So very long ago in the drawer, the hardware, right? I just put the normal hardware. And here's another box like this, like we put in the other camera to show you. Okay, so I also like the colorful around that. That's even bigger, I think, than the one for the book. Let me see. Yeah, this is more like a little bit wider than that. So those were even boxes prior, to those of the book. So fun. What else? Any questions so far? Anything, do you want to talk about the book or not? Anything, any question about Cartonnage Enjoy, just we are here together and I'm happy to answer any question you may have, okay? And because it's so unique. And also, this is our last, time together for the year, because very soon we will be traveling, to see family. And then next year is a whole new story, right? The whole new story. Nice. So what else I want to share now? Now, from that book and those projects, about 2 years ago, I was invited to go to Virginia to teach a class in a bookbinding school, and they wanted to do the box of the book, the middle box, or I mean, this one here, right? The more or say it's a more popular box. So they wanted to do this box, but she said, I want this, but not exactly as it is. Like, I mean, we are bookbinders, we really love details and little things. So can you do something hidden in this box? And then, and then I said, well, let me think about it, right? So we had a family reunion here at home, and we started thinking, how could we put something hidden in this box? So then would be a variation, from the box, from the book. And then I had several ideas. I tested one and another thing until we got to the final idea of the box, which now it is called Treasure Chest Plus, because the one in the book is Treasure Chest, right? This is Treasure Chest, and that's Treasure Chest Plus. But look outside, it's exactly the same. It is exactly the same box. Now I'm gonna open this. I see some question. Let me see the question first. That said, I had not considered buying the book because of all the tutorials you have, but it looks like it will be a great reference even now that I'm launching into this craft. Yes, Beth, if you see even in the blog post that I sent the email, but I can show in the website in a minute. There's even people answer, like putting comments there saying that they refer like quite quickly to that book, even though they have other instructions, because it's a very complete process of doing. But I have to say one thing, okay? Also, mainly related to the drawer. At that point, 2017, I was making drawers the way that is more popular, so to speak, in Brazil. That's how they do drawers in the Brazilian variation. It is one box for the drawer underneath, glue on top of another box, and then that hole is like the support for the drawer. So it's like making two boxes is the support for the drawer. And then after that, when I made one class, I started making more projects and more projects. One day I said, I think I could change this. I don't really like to make one box and another box. So after that, the process of making drawers, I have also made a little different in some of my projects. So if you are in the club, for example, where most of my projects with drawers are, If you compare my book with the chest of drawers, for example, we have in the club, you'll see that I'm doing different. Is that right or wrong? No, they are two different ways of making this project. If I would, for example, write the book now, most likely I will do this drawer a little different. But if I'm doing, for example, a very big project, I would prefer the way that is in the book to make the drawer, because I know it would be more strong, more sturdy than the way I do different, you know. So there's some points just for you to be aware. I made a box. Maybe I will be opening our club next year, most likely around middle or end of January. Okay, good to hear that you want to join us. It'll be so fun. Yes, very good. Now, yes, but yeah, I like to say that because there is this difference. So even to be very sincere with you, there's a lot of companies that publishing books. They are contacting me a lot because they want, I don't know what is the process, but they want like to republish the book and do a new version or something like that. But to work in this book particular, I I'm more like I would like to make another book then, something different, some new projects. I'd be more like excited to do that and look back at this. I think that this really serves us very well the way it is, and I don't want to change because I think that's really helpful, right? So we see so many projects being done, so that's good. Hi, Janet, good to see. Nice. So now this one, let me show you how it is this, because I told you that would have a hidden compartment, right? They asked me for a hidden compartment. So let me open. Some of you probably already saw this, right? Let me change this here. So now see inside of this box here, any difference? I don't think so. So here is this. Now let me show this. Okay. So basically, when you look like this, exactly the same box, right? As they asked me to do. But this one, when I remove the tray, I just have the divisions underneath, and that's it. That's the project of the book, okay? Treasure chest. Now the treasure chest plus, which is this one, I had to figure something because I need to add some details. So now, when I remove the tray, you see that it's not exactly the same. Now I have something different in one of the sides of this box, right? So now I have to change my camera to show you more details. So here you go. Once I have this, then I have a ribbon here that I can open, and then I have a little space right here, right? So is that the hidden part in the box? What do you think? Is that the hidden part? Oh, the hidden thing, because it is hidden. Like if I put this on the top, I don't know that I have this part, right? And so I usually put in there when I go to shows or stuff like that, I put a note. There's a hidden compartment. Try to find it. Because this is a shallow part. Okay, this is a shallow part. King is saying I made a few of these hidden compartment boxes for my granddaughters and they love them. You see? So now this is not exactly where is the hidden compartment. That's just the part, because that allow me to right here on the back of the box, I can open the back, and then from the back I can pull the hidden compartment, right? So here is actually the hidden compartment, and this is really hidden. Really hidden, especially if you put this like against like the wall or something, you won't notice because it's very light that you'll notice that you do that to open the back, right? So that's something very, then I love the designing. And that came to then my first, so to speak, hidden compartment box. And that's so fun to make. The way of we build this box is like a little Lego that you can, put the pieces here and there and go building. So it's so fun, so fun. Let me see what you said. I would buy your new book. Should you create a new one with new projects? I love project books. Yeah, maybe yes. I'm planning to do something for next year, okay? But let's let's keep like this, right? Because last year I said the same. I would create a book this year, and this year, well, if you are with me for more time, you know that this year was really challenge for me, right? We had even a cancer journey during this year. So I changed a little bit of course, what I was planning to do. But I really believe that all that I learned in this year with all this situation, not only myself, but my daughter going to college, my parents having health issues, my in-laws having health issues, was a year like very who, okay, ups and downs, ups and downs. So I know I didn't create as much as I wanted, but to be very sincere, there were days that I couldn't even enter here my studio. And very soon I will show you something else that is for me the proof that I'm ready now to keep going, right? Because I feel that my creativity just came back like out of love and compassion and a lot of things. And one day, next year is a year where I want to share a little bit more of my story as well, because I am writing a book, but it's not a book of projects first. That will come later. First, I'm putting in a book my experience, especially this year with my cancer journey, and what I went by to search for answers and search for a lot of things. So I found so many inspiring things during this period, and I really took my time to take care of myself. And I think I'm ready to start sharing a little bit here and there, and then actually find the time to finalize this book that I have started before, but then it changed during the year, right? And so that's something good as well. Tori also saying that she has fun making the hidden compartment book. Yes, I am in US. I am in Michigan. I'm in Michigan. I live in Grand Haven. Yes, but I'm from Brazil, and I have been living here since 2012. So we are here almost 14 years, more, 14 years actually. It was going to be 15 years next year. Oh my gosh, that's a lot as well. Absolutely. Okay, so fun. So let's see what else I have to share with you. Let me see my list here. Any more questions? Let me know. Okay. Okay. Yes, so I have two more things I want to share. One is, I don't know if you pick, I ask you to bring a pencil and a paper because I did exercise this week in a group that I'm part of. It's kind of a mentorship, okay, that I'm in. And we did 3 questions that I loved so much. I said, oh, I would love to do these questions for me, myself, more, and especially for different parts of my life. And then I want to share this with you as well. But I will do this in a minute. First, let me show in my website where you can find, my book, the kits, and a little bit more details. And actually something that I decided to do because there's a difference here in between the projects I'm sharing, okay? So those projects that are from the book, we don't have the instructions for them anywhere else other than the book. So if you buy the do-it-yourself kit for these 2 projects, okay, for the treasure chest and treasure chest with the drawer, you have to have the book to follow along, okay? That those are exclusive kits from the book. So but if you don't have the kits, you can, start from the scratch from the book. Now, this one with the hidden compartment, okay, this is not in the book. This is a variation that I made recently. And then we have an online course for that. So also, you don't have do-it-yourself kit with instructions. This one is a whole online course teaching how to do this as well with all the dimensions, everything. And if you want the do-it-yourself kit, we also have do-it-yourself kits, okay? But if you buy you can only buy this do-it-yourself kit if you are part of the course. And the course is part of our club. So if you are a member of the club, you have this course there, right? So members can buy the kit, and have the access as well. So I decided to do something for this time. Let me show you here very quick. So here, where you're gonna find, you have the shop, in case you want to take a look. And just to celebrate, right? Because we are celebrating, we have to have a little bit of discount. So I put a little discount, a little, no, a lot of discount in all of these projects now for some time, okay? So we do have the book. We have the single box, which is the first simple box showing in the book. We have the treasure chest, the chest with the drawer, and we also have the treasure chest with the hidden compartment. Okay, so they are with special prices, just in case you want to check it out. And also, one more thing I want to tell you, because as I said, this is for members as well. So members can have access to the course. But if you are not a member, you want to buy this kit, then our online class is here. Online classes, learn online. And then you go down and you find this course specifically, okay? Treasure Chest Plus. And you can learn more. And I added 50% off, right? If you decided to join this until next week, just to see if you, in case you want to celebrate this way. So now the course costs $31.50 and you have lifetime access to this course. Again, if you are a member of the club, don't worry, you have this in your this course inside your membership. But if you are not, and the club is not open now, that's one of the options you can also have. There's here a video that you can see how it works, okay? So this is one of the options that you can, have, make this project if you want. Okay, let me see what else. Also, if you are in my shop, remember we still have some projects here, our best sellers, for Christmas gifts. It's still time to do it, or to give as gifts, gift of experience, right? And I believe we still have some fabric end of the boat available. Okay, yeah, just a few. So they are also going. So this is something that you can take a look there in case you want to do and make those projects. Okay, now let me see, any more questions? In February, yes. Yeah, most likely I will open end of January, beginning of February. I'm not sure, because when I go to Brazil, I come back and then it's a little until I get on track again. Sometimes take a few weeks even to be ready again with what I have to do. Okay, and when I open the club, will be different next time. Okay, we won't have that big free event that I usually have. So you have to be in the wait list for the club, okay? Because we're gonna have a kind of a webinar for those interested in joining, because I want to explain, to show inside a lot of things. So when if you decide to join us, you have a better idea of the understanding of how it works, the club, and then we go from there. Okay, so that's what will happen next year. Yes. Okay. So now, hi Brenda, welcome. I was reading and said, what? Now let me see here. Now I want to share. Now I want to share another thing that is kind of the big. Okay. One more thing I want to share before I go to this situation. Sorry. So you can go to my website blog here, and then you have Cartonnage Basics and Beyond. Here is the blog that I said that has all the story related to the book. So feel free to read it. And you also have here at the end, pictures of the class. My goodness, look at my kids at that point. Lucas is much higher than me now. Clara as well. And you can also leave any comments here if you want, okay? So that blog is for the book. And also what I'm gonna tell you now is about a piece that I'm preparing that will be one of the functions of this box, will be our local retreat next year, okay? So if you want to the blog, let me see, where is it? Also, in case you want to see what is a retreat, what a cartonnage retreat is about. So this was 2022, was the only local retreat we had so far. And here is the project that we made and the pictures you can read about, okay? If you want to take a look at some details what we made on that time. That was 2022. And now we're gonna have another one next year in May. Is Tuesday to Thursday, 13 to 15 of May. It will be, it's right here close to Lake Michigan, okay? Actually, the place is like on the lake shore. So it is in Holland, Michigan. It's about 45 to 50 minutes from the airport. Closest airport is Grand Rapids in Michigan, of course. And we're going to have a lot of fun next year for sure. Okay. And I will show part of the project. Okay. And, but I have to explain a little bit before because I cannot just show the box. I know you will be, oh, what? So I have to explain first, but I see we have some questions. So if you are a member, do you have to rejoin? No, Mary, no. Those that are members are members. It's just because I usually was, when I open to new members in the past, I have done, the big events, and then we open for new members. So now new members next year, as we won't have that big event anymore in the same way, when I open, I will send, communications, and we're going to have kind of a webinar for those that are interested. And so they can understand how the club is about, and then they can join. But this is just for people that are not members and want to join us. Okay, thanks for your question. Oh, perfect, Beth. Beth says, how long will those special prices be on the website? Until next Friday, okay? I asked for gift card to Colorway Arts for Christmas. Oh, but would like to buy treasure box kit with book kit. That will be great. Great gift. Thank you so much. It will be wonderful. So until next Friday, the 13th, okay? When club can we upgrade our current? Yes, Deb. Deb, also great question. When the club opens, then I also let the current members know, so then we can change the plans from the basic to the awesome if you want. Perfect, great to know. And Renee was in our retreat 2022. So hope you can join us again, Renee. That will be so wonderful. So while I'm doing my math here behind the scenes as well, okay? And I believe our registration also will open at some point in January or beginning of February. That's the maximum time for my registration to open, okay? So of course, this is a local retreat, and then there's the cost for the staying, the place to stay, to eat, the class, and everything. So it's not something that will cost, $100. It's more than that for sure. So what you can also, work with your family if you want to come, right? Work with these gifts and say to your kids, hey, you want to go? How about my gift can be, some money so I can join the retreat? Just one idea, okay? So that will be so great. Yeah, Penny also was here. I mean, for the next retreat, they came the last time. It was great fun. Yeah, super good. So it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We're gonna start Tuesday at noon. We have lunch together, and then we start the classes, and then Wednesday the whole day, and Thursday until noon as well. We end with the lunch. So when you register next year, okay, when you register, you will be paying for everything together. So will be the place, because the retreat center, okay, is the place where you're going to be sleeping and eating, and the class and everything together. So you don't need to find a hotel or things like that, unless you don't like the sort of, accommodations that we have there. But other than that, we will have this idea. So it will be a price for everything together. Of course, if you are flying, then you need to buy your tickets or car. You have to come, all those things. But the place to stay and the food for the whole time, plus the classes will be included. So that will be super fun. Yes. Oh, that will be amazing, Beth, to come and visit her for sure. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay, so now I'm gonna show this box for the retreat. Okay, as I said, it's just the beginning of the box. Okay, and then after that, I have the questions that I want, that I said I did during my class this week, and I want to share with you for us to kind of think a little bit about our year and how we can go for next year, right? So, the box that I'm about to show to you is a very simple box. It's like people. I think people are simple. Like if you look outside people, like we are kind of simple, so to speak, okay? Or kind of the same. But when you look inside, we are very different one from another, right? And we have a lot of things like that we don't say, or we don't know, or we, a lot of things like that. Am I right or not? Okay. So be here with me. So what I'm thinking for this box, and it is not, when you look at the box, you will see, really, Claudia? Am I going all the way from, I don't know, Pennsylvania to Michigan to make this box? Huh. But I will ask you, one of the things of this box is I want to bring this is trust. Okay? The message of trust. So the name of the box is Hidden Treasures. So the box is not a box just with hidden compartment like this one. This is a box with a hidden compartment. Then this next box I want to bring to life, and that is coming to me in an easy way, in a way that it has been so joyful for me, is a box that will say more than just being a box. What I'm putting together is not just a regular retreat for craft with just a simple box. No, it's more. It's coming from my heart in a way that I was never so excited to do it. And so I will share very quickly, but there is really nothing I can share more than the simplicity of the outside of the box. Okay, but remember, this box will be called Hidden Treasures, and we will need two coordinating fabrics, 1 yard each. Okay, so if you are used with cartonnage, for example, this box just need a little bit. Okay, you know what you can do with a fat quarter. So now I will give you the size, show you the size of the box, and you have to figure out, think a little bit. We're gonna use 1 yard each. So the box is more than you can see. And I will not show right now inside, because I'm not completely ready inside, and I really want you to take this first message of this box, trust. So if you know my work, if you know what I'm saying, if you know the way I like to do, I hope you can trust that this box is more than what you can see. This box is called Hidden Treasures. Hidden Treasures. So, and I'm very, very excited. So far, I made 2. And we're gonna have not just this simple box. We have to design this box. I have to already create a spreadsheet. So those that join us will have the spreadsheet to shrink this box, to make it bigger, to make any size wanted. Okay. And so the real the real message and the real, surprises of this box will come later. Or maybe not. Maybe just in the retreat. I'm not sure if I will share even before the time or not. Let me think about it, because I know I actually, this size of the box I created, and then after I made this tool, I realized that I want to change something. So I use my spreadsheet already, and I made it a little larger so something else can fit inside. So that's what that will looks like. Okay. And I don't know. Let me know in the comments. And if you feel like, work with yourself, think, oh my gosh, what she is doing, okay, be relaxed. It will be something super fun, super great. It will be a wonderful gift, especially if you shrink that box later. Maybe I will do a kit for a smaller one as well, so it'll be quicker to do, less material and quicker and all those things, so can be better gifts. But this one in this size, I think that will be like phenomenal for, like, it can be a gift for yourself for sure, right? And not only this, but this retreat will be also the experience, right? When you're gonna get together and work and talk with the box so much. Okay, so that will be so fun. And okay, exciting. Like, of course, I trust you. Something to look forward to. Very good. Yes, because what happened is, like last year, the last retreat was this box with this box here, right? So we had the round lid, we had all those openings with drawers. So we had something new, of course, but the outside itself and the size of the box and all of this, it was just speaking by themselves, like was something, a big project. So now this box, don't get my mistake, okay? It once I open it, you say, oh wow, I hope so. Okay, we trust you last time. That's good, that's good, absolutely. And I'm so thankful, Penny, and I think it will be amazing. It will be available, great question, Tori. It will be available to members if you can make it, correct? Tori, later in the year, what happened in 2022, um, close to the date, I recorded all the videos, okay, because everybody that came to the retreat had access for the online course as well. And then this is not for members. It most likely will have the same thing. So this is a special project, and you can then purchase the course to make if you want. Okay, members have, of course, more discount to buy the course, but it's not included in the club. I cannot put, in the price that you guys pay, in the way that it is a lot of, kind of, say, investment, and this is a really something much bigger than you can imagine. So that's not for the club. We will keep having projects around. Okay, I'm just showing the big one for the next year, or at the beginning of the next year until May. Okay, but I do have other projects here laying around for the club, and the regular fee as it is. But yes, you have, then after I make the online course, those that want to join then can join that as well. Okay. I think so, Donna. I think so. Donna agree with me. I think you should surprise us with the inside of the hidden treasure box at the retreat. I'm really seeing already everybody, waiting for the lunch as we had last time, right? And I can come with the box and open. Let's see. Very good. The retreat registration will be next year, Janet. I still finishing the details of the box, and so I have to have the price for the kit, everything, so I can put together of the prices. But I know for sure the prices of the accommodation and food went up since the other time, as it was expected, right? Probably the kit. I don't know exactly the price of the kit, so I cannot say. But I'm expecting that the price for the retreat will be uh, for sure will be above $500. I'm not sure how much more, or where it will lay. As I said, the registration will be all together for sleeping and for the place to sleep and eat, which is in the retreat center and the class. But once I have everything, listed and then the price correctly, I will let you know. Okay, very good. Yes, yes, Kim, you have to, the same thing you said. So tell your family, I want to go to the retreat, help me. That's my gift. It'll be super fun. Okay, any more questions? I'm so happy and excited to be here with you. Thank you so much, right, for all your support and friendship and for inspiration. And also thank you for your patience with me, okay? Because I know this year, and I have to say thank you for the patience even with my team workers, because this year I have been really like, ups and downs, so incredible. And my plan was to do much more, but as I said, sometimes God, just give us, hey, hello, maybe you have to take care a little bit more of yourself or something like this, right? So that's what I this year is about. But it was really transformational year for me, and I know that will reflect in my whole work next year. I do have a lot of projects that are like middle to finalize it, and then I will keep doing that. I hope you understand and like. So thank you for all your support and for keeping here with us. That's so great. Yes, can't wait. Blocking my calendar for the dates. Amazing. Yes. Very good. Okay, so now, before we finish, remember we have some discounted price for the book and the kits for the book, and also the kit for the box with the hidden compartment, which is inside the members area if you are a member of the club, or you can get the course alone. Okay. And now, if you just to finalize here, as this is our last live of the year, okay, I want to, I mean, I already said thank you, but I want to say another big thank you. I will, that's a very usually end of the year we start like thinking a little bit, oh my gosh, 1 year already passed. Okay, so much I learned, so much what I did, what I didn't do, all those things. Sometimes you just think and pass, and then next year we start all over. So one of the things that I really want to keep for myself from now on is more like be present, like slow down a little bit and think what I'm doing and why I'm doing stuff, and then try to connected and for what I'm doing next. Okay, and so the questions I answer in this exercise in my class this past week or three simple questions, but I think that we can use these three simple questions to so many things, even to think about what we did in terms of projects. For example, let me think what I did in the cartonnage or quilt, whatever, during this year. What do I want to keep doing next year or not? Okay. So the questions that I invite you, if you want to write them down, and then if you want after this or anytime you want to reflect a little bit, if you want to answer for yourself. And I think we can do that for any, as I said, in any part of our life. We can think of those in our relationship, with our kids, or in our work, or in the projects we are making, right? So many things that we can do. So the first question is, write down three things that you did this year. So think in 2024, three things that you have done this year, right? And you love it. So you must continue doing. Sometimes we even forget to think about this, right? Oh my gosh, I love it. So for example, this year, my husband and I went to walk by the beach at the end of the day at least 2 days in the week. And that was so amazing. I really want to do that next year again. I won't forget that. So I'll make a list here and I put myself. So think a little bit, what you have done this year that you love it so much and you don't you have to keep doing because that gives you life. You love it so much, so keep doing that, right? And as I said, what? Let's think about our projects. What are the projects you made in this year? What are the boxes you made and you want to make again because it was so fun, because it was a gift someone loved it so much, right? So what are the three things that you love it so much doing this year that you must continue doing next year in 2025, right? So that's the first question. Then after you can think about it, right? Take your time for that. Then the second question is, what are the three things that you did or you have done this year and you already know you won't do it again? You have to stop doing. That's too much. One of the things that I know that I was doing so much before was really working too much. I was working too much and working in times because for me work was sometimes wasn't. It's fun, right? It's fun, so I don't even notice that I was working so much. So then I can't do that anymore. I have to have a schedule. So now one thing that I stopped doing was waking up, rushing for my breakfast and running to work. I'm not doing this anymore. Now I'm having my time in the beginning of the day to do something else, to meditate, to even just to open the window and contemplate outside and all those things. And then I go to work in the way that I can. So I found more help so I can do that, right? So that's one of the things that I was doing and I don't do anymore. So I am not rushing anymore that way. So I'm breathing and doing that. So what is for you? What have you done in 2024 and you won't do again next year? You can't do anymore, right? So write it down. That's something that is super good for you to think about it. And now the last question, as I said, was three questions. So the first was the three things you did, you love it, and you must continue. The second was what you did that you didn't like, didn't was good, it was not good for you, and now you won't continue doing 2025. And then the third thing is the three things that you didn't do and you think you have to start doing, right? So three things you didn't do this year and you would love to do and to start the next year, right? So for me, we here as a family, we realize, for example, one of the things that I want to do next year, we want to travel to a country that we haven't been yet because I don't know. Like for example, my husband is whole family is Italian, so maybe we go to there, or I would love to go to Portugal, right? Or I don't know. It goes to somewhere that we don't because we are here like for almost 15 years. Our vacation is always going back to Brazil, and so here Brazil and there Brazil and there. So now maybe we want to, step outside and do something else that for some reason we were like no. Now I realize my kids are in college. In 2 years, they don't want to travel with me anymore, right? So I don't want to miss this opportunity. So that's my reflection. And what's your reflection? What you didn't do this year or didn't do in the past years and you really want to do, and then you want to maybe start doing. So, okay. So that's my like 2 cents in related to our end of the year, reflection, what we did, I didn't do, what I could do different. And you can also, as I said, think of these things related to your projects or craft projects. So what are the three projects you love it and you want to do again? What are the three ones that you did and you hated and you are not doing ever anymore? And what are the three ones that are in your wish list that you want to do and you haven't done yet? Maybe next year is your time to do it, right? So that's just the few questions that really touch me. I answer for myself in a few different areas of my life already. And then I said, oh, let me share with them because we are this great community. And I think that it's always a good time for us to take care of ourselves. I know sometimes we are so busy with the day-to-day life, doing so many things. And it's so important for us to take a look at ourselves, our life, reflect, and see how we can, keep going. Isn't that good? Oh my God, so good. Okay, glad you like it. Thanks so much for sharing. Thank you for being you. And that's me, Tori. That's me. And that's one of the part that next year I will include just a little bit here and there, a little bit of more of my touches, what I have been doing the last like a lot of years, so to speak. And some things didn't work, but some things worked very well. And so I want to share with you. Okay, so, my friends, thank you so much for being here with me. Yes, sounds like an exciting 2025. Yes, absolutely, Anna. Thank you so much. And so so what we're gonna be doing next year? You just keep your eyes in my email inbox, okay? And we're gonna have tons of fun with the hidden treasures and a lot of other things. I'm picking a sample in Brazil as well with my mom of something that we have created a little bit something here, and also we're gonna be sharing next year. So there's a lot on the way, okay? So oh, Beth, wonderful. Beth said beautiful. I intend to share with others as well. Yes, do that. Share with your kids, with your partners. That's so, it's always important for us like to think about it, right? And plan and see. And I see you here. So a lot of wishings of very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and if you want to do some simple projects, we have this free online course, Joy of Cartonnage. You also found in our page online classes in the shop with so many little things that we can do for Christmas if you want to have fun with your grandkids, for example, right? Using cereal boxes and make little things. That's so fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, very good. Okay, my friends, thank you so much. I wish a wonderful holiday time for all of you. Okay, wherever wherever you are. Okay, that you feel joy, that you feel happy, that you feel warm. And please feel my big hug, okay, my big Brazilian hug. And I will talk next year. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Merry Christmas. See you. Bye bye. Yes, you guys stay healthy as well. Bye bye. Happy gluing.